What is going on, you guys? We're finally back with another YouTube video, and today we are doing the December 2023 end of the year collection update. 2023 has just been an amazing year overall content-wise. We've gotten so many more people to the community. Everything has just increased overall so much since the beginning. None of this would have been possible if it wasn't for God. I thank him every day for everything that you guys have seen up to this point. All the new pickups, the displays, the dials, everything, all in his hands. I truly appreciate it all. I also want to thank you guys, the community, because you guys have stuck with me. Most of everybody has stuck with me since day one. A lot of other content creators, a lot of you guys that know these content creators have actually reached out to me as well. My community itself has grown so much since the beginning. I've actually reached out to several different content creators, and they reached out to me appreciating my work, and that truly means the world because most of these content creators actually inspired me to do what I do now, to bring this content to you guys, and it's just been literally a blessing since day one. Now, all the figures you guys are going to see in this video have been added since 2023. It's actually been a full year since we got our first detolf, which you guys are going to see here. It's just been an insane journey since that day, guys. We've grown this much. It's always been my dream, honestly, to have 3 full detolfs full of figs. DBZ, Marvel, Star Wars, DC. Our last video that we dropped on the channel was the Tournament of Power, as you guys see right there. You guys are also going to see it in this video. That did really good. I do plan on dropping more of those for you guys because I seen all the comments, everything around the community. They want more display creation videos. A lot of content creators too actually reached out on that video, which I truly appreciate. And yeah, we're going to try to bring out more for you guys coming up in 2024. Figure wise, I know you guys want to see some pickups. We do have some pickups before this video starts. We've gotten a lot of new figures in the month of December and throughout 2023. You guys have probably seen throughout Instagram and TikTok all the pickups from 2023, of course, but recently from November to December we've had so many pickups of the collection. It's just been insane. So recently, in the past 2 months, you guys are going to see on screen most of the pickups, but here are actually the pickups that are more recent and kind of I posted a lot more. First things first was the new Super Saiyan Goku that got released. So yeah, this Goku was a must-have, and you guys seen my top 10 figs of 2023. It was actually my #1 fig. This figure is just insane. Next on the list was a Christmas gift, or actually these are all Christmas gifts. I actually got this Marvel Legends Green Goblin as a Christmas gift. It was a really big surprise. I never thought I would get this one, but this figure is actually really cool. I don't know if you guys can see him, but I have him on the shelf right now, right around there. These two actually just came in today, and I've been having so much fun with them. The Mayfex Batman figure actually came in today, surprisingly, and the Buzzmod Giyu Tomioka from Demon Slayer. I've actually been tracking this figure for a really long time. It's just the price on him was just insane for the longest. I think he was going for 160 to 170. This one was regular price. I got him for 110, I believe, but Tomioka was only $90, so I picked him up real quick. So little Christmas come-ups, these two that I ended up picking up. But yeah, other than those, you guys are going to see on screen more pickups that I've had. If you guys saw the amazing figure grill haul, I believe it was 5 to 6 figures I had in one box, including Shenron. It was the biggest haul I've ever picked up before, and it was a really monumental moment. I never thought I'd get that many figs at once. And yeah, it's truly been a blessing throughout the year. We've done so good on content, pickups, everything's just been super, super good. Honestly, guys, I've said it so many times, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Our content, our community has just opened up so much. It's just unbelievable at this point. You know, I've really dreamed about this for years, especially when I was younger, to have a community like this, have a collection like this, have these content creators here reach out. I never would have imagined reaching out to them today, you know, like being cool with them, talking and stuff, being part of the community. I never imagined that actually being true. And with a lot of dedication to your collection, you truly can get to this point. Take it from me. You guys will see pictures and videos on the screen. I never would have imagined being at this point. It's just truly been a blessing since day one. Now some of the other members of the community that don't have too many followers or likes on their videos that I see, I always try to reach out and follow their content because they reach out to my comments, because it truly means the world to me when they reach out and say, I love your videos, I appreciate it, you're such an inspiration, because I was also in the same shoes as them. I used to see these content creators, kind of like the Essos Hunter, The Amazing, so many other YouTubers out there that they post their figures, reviews, hunt videos, displays. They're all such inspirations to us, and we try to do it on our own, you know, progress step by step. It takes time, you know, I try to tell everybody it takes time, but if you truly dedicate yourself, you will get to this point, I promise you guys. But I don't want to get too sentimental to you guys, you know, like I always say, I appreciate every single one of you, because none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for you guys. You guys inspire me every day to keep improving my collection. Most of the people you guys see on screen here have also just upped my game, inspired me, pushed me to do more, and I truly appreciate every single one of them as well. And yeah guys, let's go ahead and move on to the displays. I'm super excited to showcase all this to you guys. It took a while to get the displays in check. I know one would fall, they all fell, and finally everything is together. We have the display in one piece, and we're finally going to showcase it now. Enjoy guys. So here it is guys, the full detolfs are complete, filled with figures, displays, poses. This is just insane. But yeah guys, just sit back, relax, enjoy the showcases of all each cubes, all displays, and please let me know down below what you guys think of everything. Alrighty, so first detolf, the one and only that you guys have seen since the beginning, is here. Now, out of all the detolfs, the first detolf is actually the fullest when it comes to figures and dios. I think it has the most figures overall, complete, and sagas. We have the Goku Black Saga, Tournament of Power, Broly movie, and then we have Superhero down below. So let's go ahead and start getting into it. First things first is the Goku Black Saga. This one's pretty much complete. We got a dio, we got new figures. I think the only thing that I would add to this display is probably the event exclusive Rose. I only have the Target exclusive one, and then the two DF Goku Black and Samasu. These two are not original. I do want to get the original ones. For now, as placeholders, these two work. I'd rather spend the money that I spent on those two than actually end up spending almost $200 on each of them. But yeah, this display is kind of the most difficult one because there's a lot of effects and dials, a lot of things going on, and kind of a small area when it comes to this display. My idea was to have kind of Trunks in the middle and then have Vegito Blue and Samasu clashing in the background. So I was actually able to put two acrylic risers back there to hold up the actual dial piece. So it gave it that height in there. So everything levels out pretty nicely. We have Goku Black and Samasu in the corner. We have the Super Saiyan Blues in the other corner with the beautiful Tamashii fire effects. And then we have Trunks in the middle, kind of with a Sword of Hope. And then we have Samasu and Vegito Blue clashing in the background. I do want to get another Samasu so I can keep him in his first appearance, kind of in the background there is what I'm thinking. But this display is pretty much complete other than the event exclusive and then maybe a new Samasu. Everything looks pretty good. I am thinking about switching out this dio and maybe getting a new dio for this display and switching out this one, probably give it to the superhero figures. But for now, I think this works out pretty nicely. Next up is the amazing Tournament of Power display. Nothing has really changed at all from the prior video. Everything is pretty much the same. I'm not going to do too much explaining since you guys seen it in the last video. But yeah, the Tournament of Power display, one of my holy grails, this display. Love the Tournament of Power. Love all the figures in it. This is the best. Alrighty, so moving down to the Broly movie display. We've had a couple updates. I think we had one, maybe two YouTube videos on this display. Nothing much figure-wise has been updated other than Super Saiyan God Goku. We finally added, and then we actually got Super Saiyan God Vegeta back there as well. The display itself looks completely different. I love how everything turned out here. We actually got a Broly and Goku pose right there off the side, which turned out beautifully. I really love how this one turned out. We have Vegeta back there kind of clashing in that duel as well. We have Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Broly fighting in the background as well. I actually do want to get the event exclusive Super Saiyan Broly 2 to maybe put in the middle right here to kind of finish off this display, because I think this display is pretty much set. I love the little dial I got running here. I don't think I need another one. And the figures are pretty much set. So honestly, the only thing that this might need is that event exclusive Broly kind of in the middle there. And this is pretty much complete. We got Goku and Vegeta. These are actually the superhero Goku and Vegeta with the winter coats. These are actually custom. I don't know if the eBay seller that I got them from are still making them, but if they are, I'll try to keep it in the description below. We finally have Frieza in the corner. Have him standing up pretty high with Goku and Vegeta. And yeah. So I really love how everything turned out here. We got some good fighting poses. We got some regular standing poses. I took these Tamashi stands here that kind of act as snow, which turned out really nicely as here as well. There's supposed to be wind effects, but I think it looks pretty good as kind of like snow. But yeah, this is the Broly movie display. Lastly, for the first detolf is the Dragon Ball superhero display. Really love how this one turned out. This display is literally filled to the brim with figures. I really want to get a dial for this as soon as possible. Like I said, I might actually throw the Goku Black one up here and have them on a dial. But at the same time, I kind of want to make a new one, or probably have one made for Beerus, Whis, and Goku and Vegeta and Broly kind of in the back. And I have something different. I've seen a couple displays like SJ Trippy. Figure Arts Diorama actually made an amazing display and dial for him, which turned out beautifully. So yeah, I might end up either keeping it like this or see if I can try to get a dial in here as soon as possible. Now, figure wise for this display, everything is also pretty much set other than the Gammas and Pan. Those are literally the last three figures I need. Once I get the Gammas, I can have them probably in the background somewhere, and then I can actually use I have 2 extra Gohans that I'm gonna have with those extra pieces that the Gammas bring for him to kind of complete this display here. But yeah, we got these are both the event exclusive Beerus and Whis in the corner, superhero Goku and Vegeta in the other corner. We got Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan right dead in center. Then we have their powered down regular, I think this is just regular Ultimate Piccolo since he doesn't have the black belt. And then we have Ultimate Gohan in the corner as well. Up in the front, we actually have Gohan kind of awakening into that Gohan Beast form. And then we also have Broly in the corner there. So yeah, I really like this display. It's pretty subtle display. We don't have too much going on, but we have some action and we have some standing poses. So I think this display turned out really nicely. Alrighty, moving on to the second detolf. This detolf is everything, a little bit of everything. We got Dragon Ball, we got Spider-Man, miscellaneous up top, and another miscellaneous at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, so up top, this is kind of like my prized possession display, I'd say. I really didn't have a place for Shenron and Super Saiyan 3, so I kind of added them at first and added Tomioka here as well. I call it my prized possession display because I've always wanted these figures, and I don't plan on putting all of my holy grail figures in this detolf. This is kind of just where I put my extra figures, to be honest. Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite transformation, and I always wanted this figure. And when I finally got him, I actually gave him his own cube with Shenron. And I just got Tomioka, which I've also been chasing for super long. So I threw him in here as well. I didn't really have anywhere else to throw him. I don't really have too many Demon Slayer figures, so I ended up throwing him in here. Kind of collects with the JS Collects little shelf here. And I really love how it turned out. Dead in center, we have our beautiful Spider-Man display. The Spider-Man display is finally here. This is honestly my holy grail. I know this one is, but right here, seeing everything complete is just a dream come true. When I first started collecting like figures in general, I was, you know, pretty young, and my first actual figure was Legends Spider-Man wave with the piece of Spider-Man. You guys will see a picture here. It was actually one of my very first Spider-Mans while collecting. I was a lot younger at the time, so I don't have it now, unfortunately, and it's not in any good condition, but to be here now and have a showcase like this just truly means a lot to me. The Spider-Man display has actually grown so much since day one. I know you guys have seen it. It's partnered with the Dragon Ball displays for a while now, and to finally have it like this is just outstanding. So towards the back, we have all three Peters swinging in the background, flying in. This really turned out beautifully. I love how I was able to get all three of them on one stand. That's one Mayfix stand there. I got three pieces. We got Andrew in the center because he's my favorite Spider-Man. We got him flying towards the corner there. And then we have the second goat, Toby, swinging backwards. I really love how that pose turned out, actually. But yeah, we have all three of them pretty much dead center with the other two Spider-Man and Venom swinging in the background there. Now, talking about them, as you guys seen in prior pose, these three were actually up here, and we were able to squeeze them into the Spider-Man display. And this is more of my Spider-Man 2 display that I got going on right dead in center too. So these are the Marvel Legends, Miles and Peter. No other company has really made these two, like these PS5 accurate suits yet. So I ended up getting these as placeholders, which turned out really good. And then we have the amazing Yamaguchi Venom right there in the back of them. And seeing that shot right there with both of them with Venom in the back just looks insane. Right side is more into the Spider-Verse, across the Spider-Verse display. Moving up, we got Mayfix Peter B chilling right there with a cup of coffee. Lego Spider-Man, which everybody loves, so I actually ended up leaving him in the display. I thought it was kind of funny. We got Hobie kind of right there dead in center between Miles and Gwen. And yeah, we got them all together. I absolutely need 2099 SH Spider-Man soon. I plan on getting him as soon as possible. He's going to be my next pickup, aiming for 2024. So moving over to the other side, we have Amazing Yamaguchi, and then the rest are Mayfix. It's the 2.0 Spider-Man, which is literally a grail figure. If you guys do not have this and you want a Spider-Man figure, he is the one. He's so perfect. The articulation is insane. It comes with a bunch of accessories. If you guys want a Spider-Man figure, I cannot recommend that one enough. And we have Ben Reilly chilling right dead in center as well with the other Spider-Man hitting the perfect pose. This one turned out really good. I knew when I got this figure, this was honestly going to be his main pose from day one. That scene in the movie was just too good to pass up. Then towards the back, my Grill figure as well. Symbiote Spider-Man, the Mayfix version, is just another great piece. I know now the resale price is just insane for that figure. I believe I got him for less than 200. The original Mayfix Spider-Man, that is the original one. I think it's 076 if I'm not mistaken. I got him at a comic book store. I actually got him at Acme for I think 95. So not too cheap, but not too expensive for how much they're going for now. So it was a pretty good deal. And to have both of them together like that is just insane. But that is the Spider-Man display. I honestly plan on putting a lot more in here, which would be unbelievable because I don't think they can fit. But my vision is to have 2099 somewhere, and we're going to switch out the Marvel Legends Hobie for the SH-12. And then Iron Spider, that's also dropping in May, I believe, is also going to get in here. So we're going to have to rearrange everything once again. But for now, this is the Spider-Man display. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Up is the miscellaneous display. Miscellaneous, uncanon. This display usually has a lot of different names for the community. Main aspects are Bardock, Super Saiyan 4s, Cooler, and Turles that are usually in the display like this. And then a little twist up top, we got Super Saiyan 5 Goku. But Bardock is actually one of my favorite Dragon Ball characters, so I have him dead in center of the display. I actually got that figure for a steal. I believe I got him for only 40 bucks on a Black Friday deal, so I could not pass that up. Honestly, for that price, he's been a really great figure, super fun to pose. He actually made my top 10 list. He was number 10, but out of all the other releases, this figure really hit the spot when it comes to posing and displays and everything. This figure is honestly a 10 out of 10. Another great nomination is Turles. I wanted to put him in my top 10, but he got outrode by a bunch of different figures. He would have been 11, honestly. He is a little bit better than Bardock, I'm not going to lie, in aspects, but I love Bardock more. He's one of my favorite characters, like I said, and plus he's just super fun to pose. But yeah, don't get me wrong, he's still one of my favorite figures to have, and he's finally here in the display. But yeah, I usually have him next to Turles. I also want to get Metal Cooler soon for this display. Other figures that usually drop in between now, but any future releases that are uncanon to the story are most likely going to go in this display here. So far, I really love the simplicity from this display and having different figures, different combinations, different colors. I really love how this display turned out. Now, Super Saiyan 5 is a figure I didn't expect to even own. When I saw the drop over at 5K Toys, I didn't really want to miss on that one because I've seen a lot of great pictures. So it's super sick to finally have him in the display. Also, that new GT Kid Goku, I believe, is actually dropping next month. So he's going to be another pickup that we're going to actually have in the display as well. Trunks and Pan are also coming out, so there's actually a lot of big GT drops. I don't know if GT is going to get their own display. I might end up doing that, but for now I'm just going to keep them in the kind of non-canon display here. Lastly, to finish the second detolf, we have two of my more recent pickups. Mando is actually a Christmas gift. I forgot to add him into the list of pickups, and also was the Batman figure. I actually just opened this one today, so I wasn't able to do too much. I kind of just threw him down here with Mando. I'm not too sure what I want to do with this display yet. I plan on having kind of just a bunch of different random figures in here with Mayfex, Rebel Tech, Moon Knight that just came out. I want to throw him in here, and then I actually plan on getting the two speedsters, Flash and Reverse Flash. I kind of want to throw him in here as well. I might get more Star Wars figures. I think the new Mayfex Boba Fett is also coming out. I think I'm probably going to get him and throw him in here as well, but for now this is kind of like a different kind of extras figure display I got going on. I was going to also add Tomioka in the back of this display, but I guess I kind of want to keep it more non-anime aesthetic for this display. But yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty easy display. Alrighty, that completes the second detolf, and last but not least, detolf number 3. We're finally stepping into more DBZ territory with the third detolf here. So sagas wise, this one's a little out of place since we have Buu Saga, Namek in the middle, and then Cell Saga up top. I kind of have it as my more completed displays in order. That's why we have Cell at the top and then Namek kind of in the middle, because I actually just finished up this dio not too long ago. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the Cell Saga. So I actually haven't showcased the Cell Saga display in a really long time. This display hasn't been showcased since the introduction of the first dio I ever bought. But as you guys can see now, so many more updates have been done. I think the only things that are new from then may be just Trunks, honestly. There's so many different figures that I still need to get. I need to still get all 3 of the Android 16, 17, and 18 still need to be placed into this display. And then we still need Tien and Chaozu, and maybe Yamcha are actually the last couple ones. Now, the thing I've kind of been debating about is a Android Saga display, since it's kind of separate with the more releases that they're dropping. We have Mecha Frieza that got announced, Android 19 and 20 also got announced, so I think I'm actually going to make a separate display, and we can actually throw that DBZ Trunks in there as well. But for now, this is how everything looks, complete with the aesthetic of the Cell Saga. Front and center, of course, we have Gohan and Goku doing the father-son Kamehameha, and I really love how this one turned out. This event exclusive actually made my top 10 list as well. I really love this 2-pack. It's actually the first 2-pack that Tamashii has ever released, having 2 figures in one, and I never had this Gohan, so it was finally a nice completion state to have in this display. Next up, we have the regular release Target Goku that everybody sees around now. I have him doing that kind of final sign off to all of his friends when he went to instant transmission to second form cell before he exploded. Pretty simple pose. I'll probably change it up once I get that new Super Saiyan Gohan that's dropping next year. Next up, we have Trunks and we have Super Vegeta in the back there. Kind of doing two different beam clashes. Regular attack coming from Trunks, kind of pushing off into the corner. And then we have Vegeta up in the corner hitting the Big Bang attack. And dead center with the Gohan and Goku, we have the two forms of Cell so far. I'm not too sure if we're going to get a second form Cell. I hope we do, so I can kind of put him on the other side with a perfect Cell in the middle. But we have first form Cell and then final form Cell right there in the middle. And I think that turned out really nicely. In the other side of the display, we have Piccolo and Krillin, kind of just doing regular fighting stances. I do want to get Tien and Chaozu to put behind Krillin to kind of finish off that little trio there of the Z Fighters. But yeah, I think these two turned out pretty nicely. And lastly, we have the new 2.0 or 3.0 Trunks in the corner there, kind of facing off to the side. Like I said, I might actually move him to an Android Saga display and put the androids there whenever I get that chance. But for now, I think he fits perfectly right there. That is it for the Cell Saga display. I really love how this one looks so far. Let me know down below what you guys think about this display. All right, we're almost at the finish line, you guys. Just got 3 more left. Next up, we have the beautiful Namek Saga display. I actually just finished this today. We have Goku and Frieza dead center facing off. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do with this display. I don't have too many figures to actually fill it up, so I kind of have a little bit of everything in each corner of the display. In the front, we have a gust of wind of the first appearance between Goku and Frieza. I love how that one turned out, honestly. I love that pose of them just kind of facing off there. Moving to the right, we have Saiyan Armor, Krillin, and Gohan kind of attacking in the corner. We got Gohan on a rock, Krillin on a flight stand. I really love how those two turned out there. It was kind of difficult posing them because I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I seen a bunch of different pictures. So I was able to finally come up with something, and I think it turned out really, really nicely. Moving up, we have First Form Frieza. And there's so much more that I want from this display to happen. Like, I want second form and third form Frieza, and then Zarbon and Dodoria. Like, I feel like Frieza, first form Frieza in the corner is kind of left out there with so much other Goku's mainly on the other side. But there's so much more to the Namek Saga I want to bring. Next, we have Super Saiyan Goku charging in there with a Kamehameha with a custom hairpiece. I'll have that in the description. I cannot remember the company. I'll have it right here of the hairpiece. But yeah, I really love how that windy hair turned out and him charging up in the middle there. Next up, we have the new legendary Super Saiyan Goku hitting the full power stance when he was really charging into that Super Saiyan power. Love how that one turned out. I wish I had another Super Saiyan effect to put behind him there. And then I also can't wait for the full power Frieza to come out so I can actually get some fighting poses between them. And moving down, we have the Kaioken Goku. I haven't used this one pretty much at all in most of my other displays. But to finally bring him back is really cool. The colors, the shine on this figure is actually really cool. He was a Target exclusive. And now the new Goku that's actually going around that everybody's trying to find is also available too. So if you guys can't get your hands on this one, I'd say try to get the new one. But yep, this display has so many gaps to fill. I know soon it's going to be filled. I actually see it as filled now, which is kind of wild. But yeah, for sure, so many more updates are coming to this beautiful display. Last Dragon Ball display is our Majin Buu Saga display, and so much more needs to be done here. I think this one has the least amount of figures, effects, no Dio, not yet. I actually put a commission in over at Figure Arts Dioramas again for a Boo Saga dial, so that should be coming in soon. Most definitely doing an unboxing video again when that one comes out. So we have this insane kit bashed Ultimate Boo Saga Gohan here. It's with the new 3.0 Gohan hair. It has the new demoniacal fit Goku faces and body, and it really just completes and makes the new Ultimate Gohan. Moving over, we have the event exclusive Majin Buu here, and this figure is another personal favorite. I really enjoyed the Buu Saga just as much as the Namek Saga. One of my favorites in Dragon Ball Z, and finally having a Majin in the collection is really nice. I still need to get Super Buu to pair up with Ultimate Gohan, and then I know there's a new Kid Buu coming out. I know it's an off-party Kid Buu, but it also looks really good, and I can't wait to have that one in the collection as well. Moving on again, we have the regular release Gotenks that I actually found at the comic book store. Same place, Acme. It's one of my main spots. I know they had a big SH drop one week, and I just kept going back. But yeah, to finally have Gotenks in the collection is actually really cool as well. The white, teal, yellow, everything looks really good with this figure. Love having him in the collection. Moving up, we have the Kong Studios Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now this figure is another amazing piece to have in the Majin Buu Saga display. Was aiming for this figure. This was one of my most anticipated figures of 2023. Throughout 2023, I saw the updates posts of when he was coming out, and then when he finally came out, pulled the trigger on him so quick, and he is honestly just a blast to have in the collection. Love this figure. And lastly, we have the event exclusives Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku. These two are honestly my favorites as well. Picked them both up in 2023. We have the San Diego Comic-Con. I think Goku was 2022, and then Majin Vegeta was this year, 2023. So having them together actually fight with the Tamashii effect is so amazing. So yep, that pretty much wraps up the Majin Buu display. Pretty simple display. Like I said, we have some fighting stands. We got Super Saiyan 3 in the corner, and then Majin Buu in the middle. Everything looks pretty simple. So moving on to 2024, our Dragon Ball Z detolf is what's going to get worked on the most. We're going to finish up that Cell Saga. Namek Saga as well is also going to get completed, and hopefully Buu Saga as well. And then we're finally going to start Saiyan Saga. That's one of my main sagas that I don't have yet, and I have all this extra space down here for these figures. And yeah, we're finally going to get a jump on Saiyan Saga. And the last collection of the detolf is my Chainsaw Man display. Super simple. I just have Katana Man and Chainsaw Man right there, kind of duking it out. And then we have a custom art piece that I got in the anime shop to kind of fill up that empty space in this display. I know 2024 there's a lot of good drops coming out for Chainsaw Man, so I can't wait for that. I still need Power actually to fulfill this display, and then Denji, regular Denji, is also coming out with Makima as well. So a lot of new figures are coming out for this display, and I just can't wait to fill it out. All right, guys, that wraps up everything. All the displays are down. This is the final setup of 2023. Alrighty, that is it for the showcase. I've never actually done a real outro that I can think of. It usually cuts off or forgets to record it, but again, I'm so sorry, but I truly appreciate everything and every single one of you guys. 2023 has been an amazing year for the display, the content, and we hope to push more and higher for 2024, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's have an amazing year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.